right, we're ready to go. It looks like both players have kept 7. Scalding Tarn, pass.
I'm not good with this shit, so I'll take it.
So Roland ran a Sultai Delver deck for this event. If you're interested in seeing Roland's list, go find Roland on Twitter/X. There was a post there by Roland. This deck runs Bowmasters and up the Beanstalk, so we're doing it all, Jack. Wasteland on Underground Sea. Brainstorm and response. It'll resolve. I don't know if either player knew what the other was playing in this event, so it'll be interesting. Also, the whale. Yeah, Hype Train Conductor Audrey is right. The fail whale. Some longtime Legacy fans may know about the whale and its prevalence at one point in Legacy as a real forager. All right, Roland fetches up an Underground Sea. Are we going to see Delver of Secrets, chat? There it is, Delver of Secrets.
That does those stuff.
I'm not the best for this stuff either.
So for anyone not familiar as well, I'll get some card text up on the board. What the heck is Cephalid Breakfast? So the Cephalid part of it is Cephalid Illusionist, a creature that triggers whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability to mill 3. And then we combine that with Shoot Go, an equipment that everybody forgot about, and Nomads in Core, a bulk common forgotten from Stronghold that both have 0 mana activated abilities that target a creature you control, and that mills your library. And then we're doing the Dread Return Thassa's Oracle thing after Narcomoebas enter the battlefield after the mill. Yeah, the half flip is happening. Oh boy.
So I was at 11. I went to 16.
We have to talk to Roland about that.
My bad. I thought you took 4. Yeah. It was 5 though, right? 3. Yeah. Okay. So I took 11. Game 3.
Oh, wait a minute.
No worries.
Here's a ponder for Roland.
I'll throw my guy.
I know, right? That's a good game with the wheels there.
Want to take a quick moment to thank our new YouTube member, Johan Van Luke. Appreciate that. Hit join on YouTube. Become a member of the 90s MTG community officially. Officially unlock a bunch of cool perks while you're at it.
Good luck. Yep, I will end the play.
Hype Train Conductor Audrey asking the big questions. What's worse, half flip or tapping counterclockwise? These are things we all have to think about. The YouTube commenters will weigh in for sure. Urza's Saga. Stoneforge. All right, we're doing the Stoneforge thing. All right, it gets dazed. And a daze back to protect. Stoneforge will resolve. And we'll see if it finds Shuko. Combo piece. Yeah, it does. These decks often also run College Complete. Yeah, Matthew has some really stream-friendly dice, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, the land went back to your hand. That's what I was looking at. So you have Shuko in hand.
So Shuko is now in hand for Matthew. Got a little bit of a peek at Matthew's hand. I don't see the Illusionist in there. The deck often runs Step Through, which can Wizard Cycle for Illusionist. It also can pitch itself to Force of Will nicely. Delver's getting in for damage. I don't know if light totals are up to date. Okay, they are now up to date. Thank you, Matthew, for that.
I don't have delirium. server?
So, sorry, it can't be blocked by things bigger than this. I'm just gonna make Sandlander.
I'll bring some.
Passing the turn now. Saga ticks up.
I think. I hope this.
Saga in the breakfast deck can also fetch Shuko. We know Shuko is already in hand for Matthew, so may not be looking for another at the moment. But alright, here's Nomads and Core, another combo piece.
Wait a minute. There's a Darcy trick. Is that what you just
I know. This was all. It did pondering the waste. Okay, that's
You bolted in response to it. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Nomads and Core versus Shuko. Nomads and Core allows more flexibility for the breakfast player. Shuko, being an equipment, is sorcery speed, but Nomads and Core is an instant speed ability. Roland's fetching in response.
Paint your server. Is it delirium?
Can't hurt to read a card.
I'll pass it.
Okay, a brainstorm in response to Nomads and Core. Nomads is still in the stack.
Drop the turn. Saga trigger. I'll put him down. Sure. Think about this.
And Roland knows about Shuko in hand. The illusionist at this point in time has not made an appearance, but would be dangerous if it hits the board if Nomads and Core is already there.
The guy who found his
Results.
Okay, now casting Shuko, a backup plan, giving Roland an opportunity to daze it. Doesn't seem to care about that. It resolves, so Illusionist will have two ways of milling the library if it comes down next turn with Shuko and Nomads and Core. So equipping Shuko for free to Stoneforge Mystic and attacking for 2, kind of neat.
new ones. The new ones, like a Flooded Strand and a Misty.
This game will likely not come down to who can race for combat damage, but it could happen.
I have the original. I have the original. The expedition ones that maybe coming from that.
Those are sick.
Urza's Saga will be achieving completion next turn and could fetch. I don't know. I don't know what would be fetched next turn.
Are you delirious right now?
No.
Any Merc 10? Okay. I'll cast Portable Hold. I'll target the Liberation.
Okay, that attack put Matthew down to 10. The phone will get updated at some point, I guess.
Cool. All right. Please.
I'll pass him.
What does that do?
All right, here's Ethereal Forager. Potentially either vial. Yeah, that's possible. Forager, a card that we have not seen in a while in Legacy, but at one point in time, believe it or not, this was a legitimate staple.
It is. It's a weird field today. I couldn't get a read.
Really, the only ones that matter are the brainstorming.
Yeah, pre-Murktide, this was in Delver all the time. Going back to the Ragavan days.
Actually, what it is. like in like
Ragavan days, get it?
Sometimes it's disturbing. Sometimes that does win the game.
Sometimes.
All right, Saga searches here. It's going to be a backup Shuko. Okay. Attacking for 3 with Stoneforge.
Yeah, that would have been horrible.
Are you delirious
Yeah, there was no way I was taking that seriously.
Passing the turn now. So it looks like of the delved cards by Forager, Brainstorm, and Ponder are available to return to hand when it attacks. Kind of a neat ability. I kind of missed this card. I liked Ethereal Forager a lot. This card was so cool.
Gonna go to attacks.
There you go.
Okay.
I had it. I just needed to land.
Yeah.
All right. So revealing the hand after game one is Matthew rolling up a game.
Alright, I'm gonna play Chasm.
All right. Nomads and Core on turn one for Matthew on the play. Alpha Tundra. All right. Looks like life totals on the phone are being neglected a bit here. I'll keep track on the bottom. Just so Twitch chat and YouTube commenters can follow a bit more closely. Sorry about that. So pay attention to the life totals on the bottom. I'll hide them if the phone gets up to date.
And it goes into the graveyard. Do I get a priority window, or do you still keep priority?
Someone else comes to play.
Yeah.
So I guess that's
Sometimes the players get a bit lost in the competition and forget about the viewers at home. Wasteland on the Tundra and an Urza Saga follows up.
If it
So Wasteland on Saga would be nice, but unlikely.
the fact that drawing cards, otherwise I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna
I'm gonna aim the first one at this. It'll go to 4. 1 damage on it, and I'm just gonna keep
5 cards in Matthew's hand.
3. So it'll have 3 damage.
Yeah, this is basically a win and in match here, so players are very much focused on what they're doing gameplay wise and not much on the phone for the Twitch channel. Understandably. All right, so Ponder revealed on top, Insectile Aberration on the board now.
Oh, actually, sorry. Let me. Sorry.
You want to do something else?
There's a Trop for Roland.
So, it's like this is protecting me. This is still gonna deal me 3. This is because he's lost of life, right? Yeah.
Okay, the phone is now up to date.
In the turn, I'll make a
Do that. I'm gonna try to reset.
And here's Bowmasters, an opportunity. Oh boy. Opportunity to remove Nomads and Core. It's gone. And Roland will make an orc. There's a Saga pops after floating a mana. And it is Shuko, of course.
Yeah. Spirit Guide. Yep, Premium. Yep, you got those all the rings.
And the combo has been assembled, it seems. Illusionist on the board. I mean, it's still in the stack, but let's not get too excited. Now it's been assembled. It looks like we're going to do the thing here. No interruptions from Roland. So far, nothing relevant has hit the yard that I've seen. There's a Cabal Therapy. Narcomoeba trigger. There's a Dread Return. There's Thassa's Oracle. And the library is gone. Yeah, Forza Phil pointing out that they were doing single card flips rather than 3-card pulls. And I'm not sure what to feel about that. But it looks like the game is over, and we're going to game 3.
And you cannot take any.
Yeah, maybe one Narcomoeba was in hand. Here's Delver of Secrets on turn 1 for Roland.
Okay, for this Chasm, it'll be 4 life now.
And a Ponder Shuffle. Oliveira, thank you for the resub. 13 months. Appreciate that.
Oh, sure.
Ponder, shuffle, draw, pass. Delver, trigger. Does not flip. We've had some rough luck with Delvers on today's stream, right, chat? It feels like Delvers are just not flipping today.
That's why. That's actually why I surgical carpet is because
Attacking with the Delver. It's a Ponder for Roland.
I will play 7 into 11. I'll play the eye.
Harry. Yeah. Sick expedition by the way.
Thank you. Yep. So I'll play the eye. My creatures can attack. Yep.
Prismatic Ending, attempting to remove this Delver. We're going to do our best to keep track of life totals on the bottom of the screen again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 cards.
Yeah.
6 cards in Matthew's hand. I played a wild match against Matthew at this event. I wish, yeah. Sometimes I wish I could have catch every single match that's happening on camera, because that one was crazy. But I managed to win, but it was so close. Matthew's a good player. All right, Force of Will, pitching Brazen Bower on this Nomads.
Yeah, 1919.
Oh, the range was fine because I had Bowmaster. It was the glacial chasm and not being able to wait.
Yeah, a bit aggressive to fight over that. I'll agree with that. Insectile Aberration on the board. Fatal Push is relevant. It can remove an Illusionist with Shuko on the board. It can remove a Nomads in core before Illusionist hits the board, and so on. Life total's correct now on the phone.
Or no, 5 now. 5. Alright, I'll swing like this. So it's, you're looking at 1.
I guess it's okay.
4.
We'll see.
Yeah. I'll do 1. 2. 1, yeah. 2.
This unholy heat takes care of
There's a Ponder for Roland.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy by that.
Sorry?
You kept 3 on top.
Yeah, I mean, that game is because I have needle protection, right? Yeah, like, if I don't have that, I can't do anything with this.
I mean, I cut all my professionals. Anytime I say Bowmaster, it's like the easiest cut.
I shaved on Bowmaster, it's funny.
That makes sense. Everyone keeps saying that.
Yeah.
But some people don't like a lot.
Yeah, I cut the house with has to counter the card base.
I have to counter the card. And a mulligan to 6, so but I put Bowmasters at the bottom, which doesn't. It ended up didn't matter.
Yeah, usually it's not good, but it is good against the ring on.
Yeah, it did end up mattering.
Just a random thought. I do like having the phone on the board to keep track of life totals, even if we're both writing it down, just because it almost feels like a third scorekeeper, keeping both of us on the same page. Does anybody agree with that or disagree? Does anybody care?
My trick is just take a deep breath and move on. I hope to have like Smith and
Yeah.
and that kind of like ancient bonds. Yeah. Those are both great cards. Meltdown Force is still like but it's fine. I can still take a deep.
Swords now on the Insectile Aberration. We had a fight over this Delver being removed a turn or two ago, but this time it's going to get lost.
21.
Rolling goes up to 21.
So you're going into top 8, I guess.
Did you know where I was on? Before going.
That Brazen Borrow was not on an adventure, by the way. It was pitched to force, so it being covered up here is not an issue.
I think when you play like your turn 1, I'm like, oh, this is not Oswald.
Also with
So far, a nice game 3. No non-land permanents for either player at this point in the game. Life totals are still high. We haven't seen a Beanstalk or a Delver yet. All right, Surgical, I believe targeting swords. And now the hand has revealed Step Through, Illusionist, Stoneforge, and an Underground Sea.
Earn 2
Two
credits.
players, I guess you can say. It's definitely more top heavy. I think.
Thank you for the game.
Yeah.
Cast pawn.
So Swords to Plowshares will now be removed from the game, and this could be a warning for all of us that Murktide is on the way. Let's see. A bit choreographed by that Surgical. Okay, just a Beanstalk.
Needle's good.
Up the Beanstalk, everybody. All right, force pitching days, and Roland will get to draw a card off the Beanstalk.
let's still drop it.
Combat.
Let's kill it.
I'm gonna declare. I will declare.
Now a Brainstorm for Matthew. Gonna pick up that hand of redundant Illusionists and Step Through. Put 2 back. And with a Tarn on the table, we could see Matthew shuffle them away at some point. We'll keep an eye out for that. So Roland has the Beanstalk. Will we see Murktide now? I don't know. Plays a Delver. It just passes, okay. So firing off the fetch land now is Matthew, and shuffling away the 2 cards that were placed back on top. I would imagine Step Through is gone. I don't know. Maybe an Illusionist shuffled away as well. Alright, here's Stoneforge, going to try and find that Shuko. Could also try for Cauldron Complete, but I think with Illusionist in hand, we'll be looking for Shuko. Okay.
It's not that weak.
Yeah, enough mana for the combo right now, as Satel points out.
Shift or ring or anything, so I'm down.
There's Shuko. This feels a lot closer than the life totals suggest, with the combo imminent. Okay, Fatal Push Stoneforge in response to Shuko. Shuko will resolve. Delver does not flip.
3.
3 cards in Matthew's hand. That Fatal Push, with Shuko being sorcery speed, could have been a way to remove Illusionist if it hits the board. We know that Matthew had 2 Illusionists, so it's interesting. Fatal Push seemed important in this current situation, but maybe Roland has another way to remove either Illusionist or Shuko. Okay, Collector Oof is good disruption here. That shuts off the equip ability on Shuko.
Continue.
Hype Train Conductor Audrey skeptical of the whole situation. Mystic Sanctuary. Ooh, what are we putting on top? Just a ponder. Okay. Was there still a prismatic ending in the yard, or was that from the previous game? Now I don't remember. All right, ponder. There was a Nomads and Core in there. That's another combo piece. There's Nomads. And now Illusionist. And Roland with no removal. We're just going for the mill.
I'm doing this.
Oh, you're doing that.
Yeah.
No, right?
I got 10 mana? Yeah, 10 mana.
Let's seem like we stopped at a weird point here. I don't know how many cards were just milled. Okay, Roland extends the hand. That is the match. Matthew gets it. Good games.